This is Amanda Gore, and this is part 4 of the subtle art of farting. And it's how to survive and stay sane in times of insanity and chaos. So we're up to the T. Now the T stands for transformation. This is a time, this is a time you can use to transform yourself, to transform your life, to transform everything that you've been doing, your family, your relationships. You can choose to do it, and the T also stands for the choices that you're making. Tons of people have gone into this time and they've gone into panic mode and desperation mode and woe is me mode and victims and everything is terrible and we're all going to die. And they're living with this huge amount of fear. You know, fear, as I said in the last video, is the real F word. We need the antidote to fear. It's important to be responsible. It's important to be aware. It's important to be capable of looking after yourself and sensible, not irresponsible. Do what needs to be done to stay safe. But do not live in fear. You know, fear, as I said in the first one, it's fear of the thinking about the future, it's fear. Thinking about the past, it's fear. At this moment, be present. And in this present moment is the time for transformation. You can transform fear into thankfulness, which is the T word for gratitude. Gratitude is the master reframer. Gratitude is the way to get your heart expanding. Gratitude is the way to feel good all the time. If you tune in to how you're feeling, anytime you feel badly, anytime you feel anxious, tense, worried, something's not right, your gut's churning, things are tight, stop instantly and transform what you're looking at. Start to look for the things in your life for which you're grateful. Start to look, as my mentor David Martin.world told me about, monotonous goodness. I never thought of monotonous goodness in my whole life. I never thought about it. But he said, do we ever stop and think about the way our heart pumps every day, or the way our blood goes through our arteries, the nature of our capillaries, the kidneys that keep pumping, our livers that keep working no matter what we do to them? No, we don't think about anything, or even eyesight, until something goes wrong. We don't look after ourselves. The vast majority of people don't look after themselves. I've been in wellness for 35 years and I'm actually old, but I'm in really great shape because I have treated my body with reverence. I've put into it things that will nourish it and feed it, and not feed the inflammation that's prevalent in so many people. So I am extremely grateful, and I choose to look for gratitude. I'm choosing to look for the monotonous goodness that happens all around me as well as inside me. And most of us, as I was saying before, we don't even think about our bodies until they don't work. And then we realize how much work our lungs used to do. Then we realize how important our immune system is. And this is a great time for you to transform your eating habits, your exercise habits, everything that you do and how it impacts your body. Because instead of feeling fear, take control. Build up your immune system. Build up your strength. Help your lungs. There's a kookaburra in the background. Can you hear him? Oh, he just stopped. Build up your strength. Fix your gut. Take probiotics. Drink celery juice. Do the things that you know you can do with very little effort. You can find out what to do and get your whole body functioning perfectly. Transform the way it's working. And then look for the monotonous goodness around you. We get into relationships with people, and in the early days, they're the most wonderful person. I think you're just everything I've ever wanted. You're so perfect, blah, 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 blah. Well, 12 to 18 months later, we look at them and we go, ew. But you know they're exactly the same person. They might be behaving a little bit differently, but not much. If you did your good homework in the beginning, you know who the essence of that person. It doesn't change. What changes is what we choose to focus on. So it's the choice we make as to what we choose to focus on. So right now, are you choosing to focus, the choice you're making, on monotonous gratitude? Are you choosing to focus on monotonous goodness? Are you choosing to actively use this time for something positive? If you're not working and you haven't been able to get any sort of job and there's nothing that you can do at home, you can exercise, you can eat well, we can still go to the supermarkets, you can do things that nourish your body, you can build up the strength, you can pay attention to your health, you can pay attention to the love in your life, because that's the single most important thing for your health. To love yourself and to love everybody in your life and let them know you love them and let them see that you love them and experience it. So look at the choices you're making. You can thrive during this time. You can grow, you can expand, you can become a much better version of you. Or you could choose to be a victim. But let's not finish on that point. Let's finish on monotonous gratitude and monotonous goodness. And I'm eternally grateful to David Martin, my mentor, for helping me get to this place. He didn't do it for me. He taught me these things. I had to do the work. It's perfect time. You make the choice to do the work or not. And then you now have permission to fart. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody needs to be farting more. And particularly with the subtle art of farting, because it is the secret to thriving in times of insanity and chaos. So I hope that was useful. And welcome to the view from my office, because I forgot to say that before, I think. Take care. Fart well.